Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Alec, Dughi.
Success. We fantasize about it. We work towards it. I, for one, have spent many midnights trying to avoid its evil twin, failure. For many people, the fear of failure keeps them from doing what they should or want to do. But maybe failure isn't such a bad thing. You learn from it, for one. And if you do fail, you can always start over. Tonight, I'm going to show you guys three examples of failure leading to success. As you know, Thomas Edison improved the light bulb, but it was after a very long struggle. He worked many sleepless days and nights, working towards a solution to a filament, that tiny thing in the light bulb that makes it light up. When asked by a reporter why he didn't fail after so many times, he simply said, "I have never failed. I've only found 10,000 things that don't work." A good friend of Thomas Edison was Henry Ford. Now, as you know, Henry Ford started Ford Motor Company. But before that, he had started two others, lesser-known companies. The Detroit Automobile Company barely lasted a year before it went out of business due to few sales. His second company, the Henry Ford Company, lasted about the same amount of time. And this time, Henry Ford didn't even get to keep his name. See, the Henry Ford Company was sold out and turned into Cadillac. As he himself once said, failure is simply an opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Which leads me to my final story about George Herman Ruth, or Babe Ruth. In 1923, Babe Ruth set two records. He had the most home runs in a season and the highest batting average. Not many people know this, but Babe Ruth also set one other record. You see, in 1923, the great Bambino struck out more times than anyone in the history of Major League Baseball. That is, of course, until Mickey Mantle, another great legend, broke that years later. Babe Ruth wasn't afraid to fail. He often said, "Never let the fear of failure keep you from coming up to bat." Many people do try to hit home runs, but they're too afraid to fail in order to get there. Ruth proved that these two come in a package. That if you want to hit home runs, you have to be willing to strike out. So, to all of you here, I challenge you. No, I dare you. No, I double dog dare you to test your limits, to try something new. You can always start over. Just remember, failure is not the end. It's only the beginning. Now, failure might not be the end, but this is the end of my speech. Thank you.